Hi, welcome to Bushwhacker TV. My name is Robert. Today we're going to discuss how to remove your wheels on a quick release bicycle, and we're going to show you with a couple of different bikes. It's an important step to know how to do this if you want to clean your bike or to transport your bike, or if you do get a flat tire. One of the first steps you'll need to know is how to open the brake up so you can remove the wheel and get to the quick release. Now this is a road bike, so the first thing we're going to do is show you where the quick release mechanism is for the brake, so it opens it up so you can get the wheel out. Brake quick release is located here. Just open it up.
Alright.
Now we showed you how to do it on a road bike. There's a lot of you that'll have a hybrid or a mountain bike with the V-style brake, and that is a little bit different to open up the brake. And what you need to know is just a few things. That this is called the boot. We just pull the boot back and you'll see on the brake there's a slot. You just pinch the brake together and that opens up your wheel right there. And the important thing with the disc brake is there is no quick release like there is with a lot of the other brakes that we showed that are cabled. Once this part, do not want to grab your brake lever depressed because it will push the brake pistons out. Install it and get on the trails and go. Once you've figured out how to do that, you locate your quick release on this side of the bike. Now a lot of times on the front they have safety tabs on the end of the fork here, and we'll show you how to remove that with the safety tabs. This part of the quick release is called a skewer. So go ahead and open it up and you'll notice it does not fall out. Those are the safety tabs that we were talking about. So you hold this side and you can turn this quick release skewer counterclockwise and the wheel will fall out eventually. And you can see the little safety tabs that are on there. The quick release does have an open and closed position. Right there it is open and then it's closed. And that is what holds the wheel in your bicycle. We are going to go ahead and do the install on the front wheel, and we'll go ahead and just open it up. Now on this particular bike, it's got a really wide tire, so we have to push it in there a little bit. So you'll notice that the wheel went in, and we're going to go ahead and turn this clockwise until it stops. And this is the real important thing here, is that we want the lever, see where it's, if you can tell where it's loose there, and you're going to go ahead and close it all the way in the closed position. Good rule of thumb that a lot of people use is that how tight do you set this thing, and that is generally if it leaves a mark or an indentation in your hand. God, I love the phone. We might as well just wait.
Yeah. That's early to be calling. I guess it could be.
Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we deal with every day. I know there's somebody in there. Okay, so I'm going to try to pick up where I left off. Reinstalling the wheel. You close the quick release skewer to the closed position. A good indication is if it leaves a mark on your hand, that's tight enough. So you don't want to just get on the bike and go. You want to make sure that it's not set to one side like this is or that is. Let's say you do a group ride and you all stop at a gas station or something and everybody leans their bikes together and someone else's wheel hooks in there, guess what's going to happen is that's going to come open. So it's always a good idea to try to run it as close, particularly on the front, to the fork like that as you can. It's less likely for anything to get hooked on. You want to make sure that the wheel has equal spacing on each side, just a quick visual. And you can go ahead at this point and go back to your quick release on your brake, close it up, squeeze the brake a few times, and make sure that the wheel does not rub. If it does rub, a lot of times what will happen, now we have a repair, this bike is actually in a repair stand, but a lot of times what will happen is, especially if a road brake, it'll be off to one side, and we've got this side's rubbing, that side's not, and all we have to do on a brake caliper is take our hand and pull it that way, and it's not rubbing. Same thing applies for the rear, but there is a trick that we'll show you real quick on the rear. We know a lot of people get nervous about removing that rear wheel, and actually it's not that big of a deal. If you have like on this road bike, it has 2 gears up front, a double. We're just going to leave it in that gear. We're going to go ahead and shift all the way down to our last gear here. And that just makes the wheel removal installation just a little easier. Find your quick release on your brake, just like you will on the front. It opens right up. And on the rear, there is no safety tabs to be concerned about. We just open up the quick release skewer, and the wheel does come right out. That's how you get the rear out. Real easy to get it out with the chain in that position. When you reinstall, you just can drop it on that last gear. And again, we've got really wide tires here. Pull it up, and you don't even have to turn the quick release or anything. You just close it. And same thing that we did with the front. We're going to close that quick release on your brake. We're going to make sure that the brake doesn't drag. And then before you hop on and ride, we're going to set you in an easy gear so you can get going again. And that's how you do it basically on a road bike.